practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Here comes the offense on second down. Going with the ground game left. Got enough for the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's fired. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quick strike complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Might be calling a hot route. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on fourth down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Fit it in the window for the score. Lining up to add another. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's past the 30. Stumbled to the ground.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
they'll run the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And I love the awareness.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake now to throw. It's complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hall. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On first down, here comes this offense. Gives it on the option. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Complete to start this drive. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out. And he's still running after the move. Racing down the left side. Pass to 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The give is to Smith. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Callow. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Fresno State right back to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Jones. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's fired. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. He'll start this drive going to the air. Unleashes one. Snagged in the middle. It's Knox. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Now on the move. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Turning it on. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They get to the line quickly. A run for the quarterback. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here we go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Trying to run the screen, and it was almost picked off. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And this game's starting to take away from this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And a big deflection on 3rd down, forces a 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Fresno State, 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the ranking. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here later.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Fresno State right back to the line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not slot.
Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Dances away. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Slams it ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Purdue, 42. Fresno State, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Hall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator.
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.